Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm going to be reacting to man spends 100,000 to become taller. I think that's kind of interesting. I feel like, I don't know. I don't know his reasons for doing this, but I feel like it's just a societal thing. Like, people in society feel like people are shorter than others, and I guess people feel some type of way. So wouldn't that be the only reason someone would want to be taller? Because they feel like people like keep not complimenting, mentioning his height or something. So he just feels like he wants to change his height because people keep talking about it. But I don't know. I don't know him in real life, and also it's his body, so he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, I thought this was an interesting video to react to because I also wouldn't mind being taller, but I would never do this because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I'm not gonna mess with my body. Because I have no problems, but doing this, I feel like I would have problems later on in life, and it probably hurts a lot, because I think I heard about this before a long time ago. I don't know if it's true, but they like break the bones in your legs and add like metal rods or something. I don't know all the details, but I guess I'll find out if I stop talking and start the video. But yeah, let's get into this video, and please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. Dang.
I'm
Long
27
intro.
years old and I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery.
First day, you're impressing me.
No, I'm not. You're impressing me. I'm 6'4".
Well, guys,
That's crazy because he did not look like, how tall was he before? Because in this intro part, he did not seem that much taller. Well, I'm talking as if I knew how tall he was, but he doesn't seem super tall in this. Like, if I was gonna do this, I would want to be at least 6 feet. He does not look 6 feet.
For a throwback, back in my early days of YouTube, there used to be a channel that I would frequent in hopes of finding some of that good quality content. And today, we're going back. Now, my real OG viewers, the true day ones, might already have an idea of what I'm talking about. It's a channel called Truly. It's a channel basically
How
dedicated
long
to the
is the recovery?
or the unorthodox, just stuff you don't hear about every day. At one point on my channel, there was like a 3-month span where I was really talking a lot about dog girls and cat girls, the glory days. And most of those videos came from Truly. And every now and then I pop on over to the Truly channel to see if they have released anything video worthy. And the other day I found some—
Wait, what? Was that before and after healing? He still looks short.
Something that really reminded me of my early days here on YouTube, so I figured for old time's sake, we would cover it. I broke my legs to grow from 5'5" to 6 foot. Now, if you've never heard of this stuff—
Really? Because remember when I said, like, if I did this, I would want to be like 6 feet? He does not look 6 feet to me.
It's something called limb lengthening surgery, where they do exactly what the name implies. They make your legs longer to make you taller. It's ridiculously expensive. I think this guy said
he has his friend that did it too.
$100,000 to get this done, and it also essentially ruins your body for pretty much the rest of your life. Most of the procedures aren't successful, and even if they are, you'll basically never be able to walk properly or run or jump safely ever again. But this guy did
That's
it, and
crazy.
I figured we'd take a look.
See, that's what I was talking about in the beginning. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because, like, if your body's fine, like, you're just gonna do this, and then that's when your body's gonna start having problems.
Because there's some questionable stuff in this video. Plus, I've never actually heard a first-hand account about getting this procedure done, so I figured that would be interesting too. So let's—
Dang, he just has a whole friend group of people doing this.
I'm 27 years old and I spent $100,000 on limb lengthening surgery. So
That's crazy. I would spend that money on something else. Dang. You spend 100,000 to do this, and it's just gonna cause more problems for your body. So you might have to spend more to fix those problems.
They put me under anesthesia, so I was asleep. They break your bones.
Like, I want to be taller, but like, I'm fine.
When I first woke up,
I don't need this surgery.
1,000,001 questions. I was like, why did I do this surgery? I regretted it. I shouldn't have done it. I'm in so much pain. I've never felt this kind of pain before, and is it really worth it?
So that is the one constant I've heard about this stuff, that it is basically the most painful cosmetic surgery you can possibly go through. And I mean, that doesn't really surprise me either.
Oh no, I feel like
leg is not exactly a pleasant thing to experience. To then have the healing process delayed by months.
Yes, people around him mention his height too much. That's why he wanted to do this. Because why else would he want to do this? Like, if no one talked about his height around him, then
I thought something was wrong because I didn't think it was
change your friend group.
There's a metal rod in my leg, and then there was an external fixator that attaches to the metal rod going through your leg. So you have both an internal device and an external device. It was very shocking. It felt unreal to see it attach myself because I had never seen anything like this before. I was actually in a relationship prior to the surgery. Once I told her I wanted to go get surgery to get taller to boost my confidence, she was completely against it. And inevitably, we end up ending the relationship, even though she was someone that made a lot of jokes about my height herself.
All right,
See,
so I'm fully aware that this might
how did I know? How did I know? The people around him made him feel this way. That's why he decided to do the surgery. And yeah, that's weird that someone you're dating is making fun of your height, because then, like, why are you with him if his height is a problem? That doesn't make sense to me. And they broke up because he wanted to do the surgery because I guess she kept mentioning his height. Like I said before, if people around him weren't mentioning his height all the time, he probably wouldn't even think about doing the surgery, because that's weird to just randomly want to do this if no one's even worrying about your height.
Kind of cruel, but I sort of understand where she was coming from. If I was in a relationship and the person told me, hey, I'm gonna go through a purely cosmetic surgery that will drastically change the way I live forever, and it will limit the things we are able to do for years, if not just permanently, I think I would have some second thoughts myself as well.
But like I said, it's his body, so he can do whatever he wants.
Like my social media, and she's been trying to call. She's been trying to make her way back, but that's somewhere I don't want to go back to. Today I'm actually going on a date for the first time since I've had my surgery. So
dang, and I guess he's not 100% healed, because
it's an opportunity to get out there and really fill out this new version.
He's not walking normal yet.
How he interacts with the world, see how he interacts on a date. In the world we live in, we say don't judge a book by its cover, but obviously people are judged off their appearance.
He walks like it hurts.
Like once I get back into dating, my personality will be what carries me in a relationship.
Okay, so I'm kind of torn here, because on one hand, you can't play stupid and act like short men aren't made fun of in society. Like, that is just something you really can't deny. It's a societal double standard. It's one of the few things that it's just perfectly okay to make fun of a person for these days, which is obviously not okay, and nobody should be doing that. So I'm not gonna sit here and say that this guy was never treated differently for not being tall, because that would just be playing dumb. But at the same time, the way this guy talks about his old self, if you will, it seems like his height was always at the forefront of his mind, and that probably
if you only add length to your legs, wouldn't that make your body look unproportionate, like with the top half?
Thinking this, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say that nobody ever gave
something
him a
flying
hard
in my
time for his
room.
height, but if I had to guess,
If that wasn't on camera, I would
less
start
people than he
clapping.
actually thought.
Tell me about yourself.
Clap it in my hands.
My social?
Yeah.
My social media?
No, your social security.
My social security.
Is this the date?
You a scammer?
I didn't say that.
Are you
This is just for the camera. This is not a real date.
My god, this is awkward. Not exactly a good opener. I don't really think there's a single scenario where what he said is a good way to start off a date. I'm assuming he was asking for her social media, but I feel like that's a weird thing to say to break the ice. Also, are we meant to ignore
How did
the
you guys
fact
meet in the
that they
first
are
place?
being recorded right now? Who would show up to a first date with this premise?
What you was trying to do with my social? Oh, you trying to put a ring on it that fast? I didn't know you was that type of guy. I like
Okay,
that.
this
my last relationship
date
was 2 years
is weird.
ago. I got high standards and a lot of requirements.
I think you found it.
Really?
How did they even
I thought we
meet?
were on the first date, you're impressing me.
No, I'm not. You impressing me. I'm 6'6".
This is just for the
No,
camera.
there's no shot he actually said that, right? That was something they asked him to say for, like, promo material? Surely. I'm gonna give this guy the benefit of the doubt and say that this was not
They just
a
want to be on
real
TV.
thing he actually said. Didn't actually come
At
from
least
his
she just
brain,
wants to be on
but,
TV. Like,
if it
where did she even
I
come
think this
from? How
kinda
did he meet
proves my
her?
whole point about what I
And
was saying when it comes to
this
self-sabotage.
is
If
not
you're
gonna go
this
anywhere.
caught up on height that once you're
As soon as the
6 foot,
camera
you
turns
think
off,
the
she can go
person that
home.
You're on a date with now has some sort of obligation to impress you.
She ain't coming back when she
Physical
leaves.
appearance was probably not your problem.
The world is a much different place now that I'm taller. People smile at me everywhere I go. I've never had this kind of like reaction from people before. and I really enjoy it.
Again, going back
Are
to
they
the stuff
smiling at
brought
you
up
because of
on
your
his
height,
thing, I
or
have to
they
imagine
think
that a
you're
lot of this was kind
handicapped?
of in
I
this
don't know.
guy's head. I mean, this idea that people wouldn't smile at you because they were disgusted by your height or something.
I don't understand.
If you're truly thinking that kind of stuff day in, day out, then I don't think a physical change is really going to help you that much. Maybe temporarily, but you're just going to find something else you don't like and then start having similar thoughts about that.
Recovery takes about 6 months to a year. I'm much further ahead at my current stage than most people would be. It's only been
See, like the
about
way he
2.5
walks,
months
it
since I
looks like it
completed surgery.
hurts.
I can pretty much do everything that I need to do for the most part on a normal day-to-day basis, so I'm very pleased with where I'm at. The surgery has significantly boosted my self-esteem, mainly because everything I had to go through to get the height, so I appreciate it more. But just being home and seeing how the world reacts to me at 6 foot rather than 5'5" has been like a very amazing experience for me.
I mean, look, if this guy is truly happier after this surgery, then I guess there's not a whole lot I can really say that would matter to him. My
Wait.
only hope is that he was fully
I wanna look at
informed
those
on what
pictures.
could happen here.
Reacts to me at 6 foot rather.
I guess his body still looks proportionate, but dang, your legs were probably weaker now. Dang, that's crazy. It's his body though, like you can do whatever you want to yourself.
5'5" has been like a very.
But dang, your legs are weaker.
I mean, look, if this guy is truly happier after this surgery, then I guess there's not a whole lot I can really say that would matter to him. My only hope is that he was fully informed on what could happen here. I've been doing some research as I make this video, and apparently only 40% of these surgeries are successful long-term. A lot of the time, follow-up surgeries are required, and a very large percentage of the people who get this surgery end up wheelchair-bound for life. It also shortens your lifespan, and the complications you have once you get into your senior years
Dang.
are pretty severe. I just feel like this is not worth it to be a little bit taller.
I've always been like an outgoing person, but now I can just be myself without caring what people think or what people have to say. I'm me all the time now, rather than hiding behind like insecurities.
Okay, so I really don't mean to just be ragging on this guy the entire video, but I cannot buy this for a second. If what you thought people thought about you drove you to get a life-altering, potentially life-ending $100,000 cosmetic surgery, I have a really hard time believing that now you just don't care what anybody thinks. Those two don't really seem to align.
My boy.
What's up, man?
Good to see you.
Dang, he got his friend to do it too.
How did you meet Brian?
We was getting the same surgery in Turkey together. We met in the physio.
Oh, they don't even do this in America?
How tall were you before the surgery?
I was 183, so just basically 6 foot.
And how tall are you now?
It's gonna be over 6'6" right now.
Nice.
What?
He was tall. He wanted to be tall. What? If you're already tall, like, how much taller do you want to be, and for what reason? Like, what are you gonna do now that you are? I don't know. What did he say? 6'6", 6'5"? What are you gonna do now that you couldn't do when you're 6 feet? Like, isn't 6 feet tall? I'm confused.
You spent $100,000 because 6 foot wasn't enough for you, man? Being 6'6" just sounds like an inconvenience. Not only is this guy yoked out of his mind and now he's gonna be 6'6", this man's gonna be a walking cargo container. This just seems impractical. Normally, if you're 6'6", you'd wind up on a D-line
And like,
somewhere. But
he was
since
already
these guys'
taller to begin
stimulus
with, so
would
I
now
feel like
be
it's just
shattered by
more
a
weight
light
and
breeze,
strain
I'm
on
not
his
sure
new
that's
legs.
really an option anymore. Look, you want to go from 5'5" to 6 foot? Totally get it. That makes sense. 6 foot to 6'6", you spent $100,000 to never fit on a plane or an elevator anymore. I don't get it.
So initially when I first did the surgery and I started posting it, it was a lot of like negativity, a lot of hate. People called me crazy, people called me insane. They said they hope I never walk again. But
Dang.
as it grew
People
and
just jealous.
saw me
Dang, at
continue
that
to post
point,
my progress, a lot of the comments
they
began to
jealous.
change. It actually started to garner a lot of attention from women telling me like how strong I am and how manly it was to go through something that like enduring so much pain.
Okay, final time. I'll
Okay,
say
if you do
anything
this
on it,
just
mainly because
to
the video was about to
get
end, but,
attention from
I feel
women,
like
that's
this guy's
kind
true
of
demeanor is
that's
really
kind of a
even
dumb
through a lot in
reason.
this video. It seems like a lot of his self-worth,
You doing this for
a lot
yourself
of his
or for
confidence
attention?
is directly tied to how much attention he gets from women. This seems like a really unhealthy reason to do all of this to yourself.
What'd I just
but,
say?
Hey, look, it's not my life. I'm just here to
Yeah,
make
it's his
silly
body. He can do
YouTube
whatever he
videos,
wants.
okay? But I feel like this was a bad idea. Well, guys, what do you think? Not only about this specific situation here, but this kind of surgery
Oh,
in
I think
general.
it's
At
basically the end of the
day,
video. But yeah, like it's fine. He could do this, whatever. Like if he has the money, do it, whatever. It's fine. Your body, whatever. But the people in the comments, like, I hope you never walk again. Like, dang, who hurt you? Like, him changing his legs is not gonna affect you. Like, I'm so confused. They're probably jealous that they can't do it themselves. But yeah, that's a weird thing to say to someone that's not affecting your life personally. That's so dumb. But yeah, I would never do this, even if I had the money. I would spend it on something else. Like, my body's fine right now. I don't want to cause problems intentionally. I ain't got time for that. But yeah, that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Let me know what else I should react to in the comments below. And if you want to see my experiences in Korea, you can check out my first channel, SEKSHI V. And if you want to see my other socials, it's right here under my face. Don't pay attention to my nail. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.